Hello, ladies, and welcome to our new Bible reading series. I'm Cindra Enlow from heavenlyplace.com, and this year, as we read through the Bible, we'll explore God's incredible story of love and redemption. If you're looking for a Bible reading plan that's simple and doable, this is it. So let's get started and discover the heart of God together, one chapter at a time. Hello, ladies, and welcome back to our one-year Bible reading plan. This is week 31, day 5, and today's scheduled reading is Isaiah chapters 54 through 58. So these chapters follow right after we saw the suffering and sacrifice of the servant Jesus, and now in chapter 54 we see the results of that sacrifice. We see restoration, joy, and a renewed relationship between God and His people. This chapter starts with a promise to the barren woman. God saying, get ready, I'm about to do something new and abundant. And He reminds Israel and us that His love and compassion will not depart. A quote from this chapter is, no weapon formed against you shall succeed. In Isaiah 55, we're invited to come and drink, to find life in the Lord freely. There's a beautiful reminder that God's thoughts are higher than ours, and His word always accomplishes its purpose. And then in the next chapters, we see a reminder that salvation isn't just for Israel, it's for all who join themselves to the Lord. But there's also a warning that we can't just go through the motions or rely on empty rituals. We see God's heart here as we know that He wants a relationship with us. And then in Isaiah 58, He challenges what we call religion, the people who are fasting and wondering why God isn't answering. And He says, if you want to fast the right way, then we have to let go of the injustice, and we need to feed the hungry and care for the hurting. That's what pleases God, for us to have a relationship with Him and with others, helping others. And here's where we see the heart of God. We see that He longs not just for our outward worship, but for hearts that reflect His compassion, His righteousness, His helpfulness, eager to do what is right. He redeems us and restores us, and then calls us to live out that restoration in a way that we love and serve others. All right, ladies, let's get started on our reading today, Isaiah chapters 54 through 58. Isaiah 54. Sing barren, you who didn't give birth. Break out into singing and cry aloud, you who didn't travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, says Yahweh. Enlarge the place of your tent, and let them stretch out the curtains of your habitations. Don't spare. Lengthen your cords and strengthen your stakes, for you will spread out on the right hand and on the left, and your offspring will possess the nations, and settle in desolate cities. Don't be afraid, for you will not be ashamed. Don't be confounded, for you will not be disappointed, for you will forget the shame of your youth. You will remember the reproach of your widowhood no more. For your Maker is your husband, Yahweh of armies is His name. The Holy One of Israel is your Redeemer. He will be called the God of the whole earth. For Yahweh has called you as a wife forsaken and grieved in spirit, even a wife of youth. When she is cast off, says your God, for a small moment I have forsaken you, but I will gather you with great mercies. In overflowing wrath I hid my face from you for a moment, but with everlasting loving kindness I will have mercy on you, says Yahweh your Redeemer. For this is like the waters of Noah to me. For as I have sworn that the waters of Noah will no more go over the earth, so I have sworn that I will not be angry with you nor rebuke you. For the mountains may depart and the hills be removed, but my loving kindness will not depart from you, and my covenant of peace will not be removed, says Yahweh who has mercy on you. You afflicted, tossed with storms, and not comforted, behold, I will set your stones in beautiful colors and lay your foundations with sapphires. I will make your pinnacles of rubies, your gates of sparkling jewels, and all your walls of precious stones. All your children will be taught by Yahweh, and your children's peace will be great. You will be established in righteousness. You will be far from oppression, For you will not be afraid, and far from terror, for it shall not come near you. Behold, they may gather together, but not by me. Whoever gathers together against you will fall because of you. Behold, I have created the blacksmith who fans the coals into flame, and forges a weapon for his work. And I have created the destroyer to destroy. No weapon that is formed against you will prevail, and you will condemn every tongue that rises against you in judgment. This is the heritage of Yahweh's servants, and their righteousness is of me, says Yahweh. Isaiah 55. Hey, come, everyone who thirsts to the waters. Come, he who has no money, buy and eat. Yes, come, buy wine and milk without money and without price. Why do you spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which doesn't satisfy? Listen diligently to me, and eat that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in richness. Turn your ear and come to me. Hear, and your soul will live. I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the peoples, a leader and commander to the peoples. Behold, you shall call a nation that you don't know, and a nation that didn't know you shall run to you, because of Yahweh your God, and for the Holy One of Israel, for he has glorified you. Seek Yahweh while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return to Yahweh, and he will have mercy on him, and to our God, for he will freely pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, and your ways are not my ways, says Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain comes down and the snow from the sky, and doesn't return there, but waters the earth, and makes it grow and bud, and gives seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so is my word that goes out of my mouth. It will not return to me void, but it will accomplish that which I please, and it will prosper in the thing I sent it to do. For you shall go out with joy, and be led out with peace. The mountains and the hills will break out before you into singing, and all the trees of the fields will clap their hands. Instead of the thorn, the cypress tree will come up, and instead of the brier, the myrtle tree will come up. It will make a name for Yahweh, for an everlasting sign that will not be cut off. Isaiah 56. Yahweh says, I maintain justice, and do what is right, for my salvation is near, and my righteousness will soon be revealed. Blessed is the man who does this, and the Son of Man who holds it fast, who keeps the Sabbath without profaning it, and keeps his hand from doing any evil. Let no foreigner who has joined himself to Yahweh speak, saying, Yahweh will surely separate me from his people. Do not let the eunuch say, Behold, I am a dry tree. For Yahweh says to the eunuchs who keep my Sabbaths, Choose the things that please me, and hold fast to my covenant. I will give them in my house and within my walls a memorial and a name, better than of sons and of daughters. I will give them an everlasting name that will not be cut off. Also the foreigners who join themselves to Yahweh, to serve him and to love Yahweh's name and to be his servants, everyone who keeps the Sabbath from profaning it and holds fast my covenant, I will bring these to my holy mountain and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and their sacrifices will be accepted on my altar, for my house will be called a house of prayer for all peoples. The Lord Yahweh, who gathers the outcasts of Israel, says, I will yet gather others to him, in addition to his own who are gathered. All you animals of the field come to devour, all you animals in the forest. His watchmen are blind, they are all without knowledge. They are all mute dogs, they can't bark. Dreaming, lying down, loving to slumber. Yes, the dogs are greedy. They can never have enough. They are shepherds who can't understand. They have all turned to their own way, each one to his gain from every quarter. Come, they say, I will get wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink, and tomorrow will be as today, great beyond measure. Isaiah 57. The righteous perish, and no one lays it to heart. Merciful men are taken away, and no one considers that the righteous is taken away from the evil. He enters into peace. They rest in their beds, each one who walks in his uprightness. But draw near here, you sons of a sorceress, you offspring of adulterers and prostitutes. Whom do you mock? Against whom do you make a wide mouth? and stick out your tongue? Aren't you children of disobedience and offspring of falsehood, you who inflame yourselves among the oaks, under every green tree? Who kill the children in the valleys, under the clefts of the rocks? Among the smooth stones of the valley is your portion. They are your lot. You have even poured a drink offering to them. You have offered an offering. Shall I be appeased for these things? On a high and lofty mountain you have set your bed. You also went up there to offer sacrifice. You have set up your memorial behind the doors and the posts, for you have exposed yourself to someone besides me, and have gone up. You have enlarged your bed, and made you a covenant with them. You loved what you saw on their bed. You went to the king with oil, increased your perfumes, sent your ambassadors far off, and degraded yourself even to Sheol. You were wearied with the length of your ways, yet you didn't say, "It is in vain." You found a reviving of your strength, therefore you weren't faint. Whom have you dreaded and feared, and so that you lie, and have not remembered me, nor laid it to your heart? Haven't I held my peace for a long time, and when you don't fear me? I will declare your righteousness, and as for your works, they will not benefit you. When you cry, let those whom you have gathered deliver you, but the wind will take them. A breath will carry them all away. But he who takes refuge in me will possess the land and will inherit my holy mountain. He will say, build up, prepare the way. Remove the stumbling block out of the way of my people. For the high and lofty one who inhabits eternity, whose name is holy, says, I dwell in the high and holy place, with him also who is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of the contrite. For I will not contend forever, neither will I always be angry. For the spirit would faint before me, and the souls whom I have made. I was angry because of the iniquity of his covetousness, and struck him. I hid myself and was angry. And he went on backsliding in the way of his heart. I have seen his ways, and will heal him. I will lead him also, and restore comforts to him and to his mourners. I create the fruit of the lips, peace, peace, to him who is far off and to him who is near, says Yahweh, and I will heal them. But the wicked are like the troubled sea, for it can't rest, and its waters cast up mire and mud. There is no peace, says my God, for the wicked. Isaiah 58. Cry aloud, don't spare. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Declare to my people their disobedience, and to the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways. As a nation that did righteousness and didn't forsake the ordinance of their God, they ask of me righteous judgments. They delight to draw near to God. Why have we fasted, they say, and you don't see? Why have we afflicted our soul, and you don't notice? Behold, in the day of your fast you find pleasure, and oppress all your laborers. Behold, you fast for strife and contention, and to strike with the fist of wickedness. You don't fast today so as to make your voice to be heard on high. Is this the fast that I have chosen? A day for a man to humble his soul? Is it to bow down his head like a reed, and to spread sackcloth and ashes under himself? Will you call this a fast and an acceptable day to Yahweh? Isn't this the fast that I have chosen? To release the bonds of wickedness, to undo the straps of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke? Isn't it to distribute your bread to the hungry, and that you bring the poor who are cast out to your house? When you see the naked, that you cover him, and that you not hide yourself from your own flesh. Then your light will break out as the morning, and your healing will appear quickly. Then your righteousness shall go before you, and Yahweh's glory will be your rear guard. Then you will call, and Yahweh will answer. You will cry for help, and he will say, Here I am. If you take away from among you the yoke, finger-pointing and speaking wickedly, and if you pour out your soul to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted soul, then your light will rise in darkness, and your obscurity will be as the noonday. And Yahweh will guide you continually. Satisfy your soul in dry places, and make your bones strong. You will be like a watered garden and like a spring of water, whose waters don't fail. Those who will be of you will build the old waste places. You will raise up the foundations of many generations. You will be called repairer of the breach, restorer of paths with dwellings. If you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, and the holy of Yahweh honorable, and honor it, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words, then you will delight yourself in Yahweh. And I will make you to ride on the high places of the earth, and I will feed you with the heritage of Jacob your father, for Yahweh's mouth has spoken it.